Another one from the comment section of a previous video. So let's dive in and see how this one works. This one is called the 4222 Silver Moon version 20. Obviously there's a bunch of versions in there, but we're taking the one that is at least on the top of the list of the page I got this from. So, tested out with Crystal Palace, bringing them to the second place in the table of the Premier League. It was a fantastic job. But we're going to test out with our three teams of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League and our championship side of Ipswich Town in a holiday sim. And we're going to see how it works there. So let's dive into the Premier League and see what happened. Well, taking a look at our two Premier League teams, Liverpool in first with 86 points is kind of on the average mark. 112 goals is definitely fantastic. 2 losses, very well done. Aston Villa comes in third. However, 77 points, again, is on the average mark. 94 goals though. Nice. Taking a look at Liverpool's domestic cup run, we can see Carabao Cup 4th round out against Tottenham 3-1. They get to the FA Cup quarters and lose in extra time in a big one against Aston Villa. And an absolutely perfect run, including Freiburg and Real Madrid, all the way to the Europa League final, beating Benfica 4-2. So overall, domestically, not great. I mean, it was okay, but not great. Winners of the Europa League in a fantastic one, and winners of the Premier League. Very well done. But kind of average on the squad's green. Appearances is nice as usual. 37 goals for Salah though, 27 for Nunez. McAllister with 22. Assists 24 for Trent. Kostas Tsimikas with 16. And average rating McAllister gets the top this time around with 742. But now we switch over to Aston Villa and their domestic cup run out immediately against Rotherham. 5 all in penalties. Wow, in the Carabao Cup 3rd round. That's pretty sad. They do, however, get to the FA Cup final, beating Brentford 3-1 in extra time. And not quite perfect, but still pretty nice. All the way to the final as well, a 5-1 thrashing of Eintracht Frankfurt. So still, 2 trophies this season is pretty nice, and you get Champions League next season and 3rd place in the Premier League. Very well done. Squad-wise, they actually have a bit more green than usual. Not a lot, but still, nice to see. 24 goals, though, for Diaby Luiz with 23, 20 for Jacob Ramsey. Assists, 18 for Alex Moreno. Matty Cash with 17, and then average rating Moreno gets a 747. Data hub for Liverpool is looking nice all in all. Very well attacking, pretty nice defensively. So overall 2.95 goals per game is definitely on the good side. 0.84 conceded, 0.69 XG against, not bad. Aston Villa, about average on the defensive pieces. They're just missing out on the goals, but still, not too bad. 2.47 goals per game, 1.18 conceded, 1.13 XG against. Premier League stats, Liverpool with 2.26 points per game is slightly low, but not too bad still. Aston Villa with 2.03. Most goals, Liverpool in first with 112. 94 for Aston Villa, not too bad there. Fewer shots against, Liverpool with 239 in second, Villa in 7th with 369. Most possession, Liverpool making the list with 54%. Most dribbles made, Aston Villa topping Liverpool in 6th with 651, 646 for Liverpool. And best pass completion, Liverpool with 87%. Most shots for, 715 for Liverpool. Villa with 611. But now, as we've seen time and time again, when Liverpool and Aston Villa do really well in the Premier League, what happens to Ipswich? Yeah, first place. We should have expected. 133 goals is phenomenal. 112 points. They won the league by a lot. Domestic cups, however, not the greatest. Out in the Carabao Cup 2nd round, 1-2 to Brentford, and out in the FA Cup 3rd round in a replay against Man City. What do you expect with that one? So overall, definitely the championship is where all their cards were. Squad-wise, they've got a couple more green than usual. I'll take it. But 27 goals for Hurst, very nicely done. Chaplin with 15. Assists, 13 for Chaplin. Clark with 10. And then average rating, George Hurst gets the top this time around with a 733. But now championship stats, 2.43 points per game, very well done, better than Liverpool and Aston Villa. Most goals in first with 133, Norwich getting 2nd though with 101. Few shots against in first with 312, most dribbles made in 4th with 829, and most shots for in first with 823. But now let's dive a little bit deeper into the tactic itself. As you can see, I love these shapes, the funky shapes that just you don't think of when you're looking at your squad, looking at a straight 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, whatever. I just love these types of shapes. But we're going to start out with a sweeper keeper in defend, fullbacks on the left and the right in attack, ball playing defenders in the central spots, a roaming playmaker in support next to a Segunda Volante in attack, an inverted winger in support. He does have the mark-specific position, and it is that DL. The funny thing is, the advanced forward up here in attack has that other mark-specific positions as the DR. We got a pressing forward next to him in support, and an attacking midfielder in attack underneath them both. Positive mentality, in possession attacking with his narrow, approach plays pass into space, overlap on the left, underlap on the right, but focus play down the left and the right. Passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses, run at defense, and be more expressive. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out. And out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line. Trigger press much more often, prevent your goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, step up more, and invite crosses. So overall, let's just wrap it up. They all did very well. Ipswich in 112 points, 133 goals, probably doing the best of the bunch. Liverpool and Aston Villa, yeah, they had great Premier League table positioning, but they're both kind of on the average mark in points. A little bit higher maybe in goals, but I think it was just a down season in the Premier League this season. Man City coming in second with only 82. 86, I would say, to me, a great attacking tactic in FM24 is probably going to get you into the 90 points. And I think Liverpool came close, but again, it was more on the average mark. Definitely one to try, definitely one to take a look at. You might need to kind of, in your transfer season, take a look at the positioning and get players that fit those roles a little bit better. But, I mean, it still kind of worked in this save. If you've tried this, let us know how it worked for you in the comments below. But here, not too bad. But that's it for me, Sevian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.